I was just concerned for the champagne.
Ooh. I was going to have you do that outside. Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Mary Mac. Today, we're in the kitchen enjoying some cool, refreshing drinks that we whipped up. These are some popular ones that we make reasonably often in the summertime and in the wintertime and sometimes in the fall and spring also.
And some new ones to try out.
Some new ones to try out, yes. So we're going to go over what we have here. And, of course, as always, we're going to have pictures of them up on our Facebook and Twitter.
And we have
and
two
Instagram.
Guests today. We have Jane Mack, again, she was on the previous episode. And we have Terry Mack.
Okay, we have today a drink that we're not sure what we're going to call it. We kind of like it. First, we call it a Pêche Michel, which is French for peach. And then we call it, what did we call it after that?
Pittsburgh Bellini.
The Pittsburgh Bellini. Pittsburgh Bellini. I like that one. And that is a white wine, and you can use a Riesling, or this one we have a Pinot Grigio. And we take canned peaches in light syrup, drain the syrup off for another drink that we're making, and we take the peaches and lay them on a cookie sheet and freeze them, and we drop the peaches into the chilled wine, and it makes a really nice cold drink, and the peaches are so good in there.
They're
too.
like ice cubes, but you gotta wait till they thaw a little bit so you get the peach flavor.
Yes, they're very, it's a very good drink, and it gets cold fast. The nice thing about it is that it doesn't water down the wine any. It changes the flavor a little bit with the peach, but it doesn't water it down any. So that's a really good one, and we like that a lot. Now, with that saved peach juice, we have another drink that we make that we call Purple Rain in honor of Prince.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Prince. And this drink, we take that peach juice and combine that with cherry juice, and you can buy bottled cherry juice. I got a really nice organic cherry juice at the grocery store. It's really good. And it's peach juice, cherry juice, orange juice, and with vodka on ice. And that's a very good, cold, refreshing drink, and it is delicious. It is absolutely delicious. And you get all those fruit juices, and if you get the, like I said, the light syrup peach or peaches canned in water, that's the lemonade. Then it's not heavy on the sugars, but it's very delicious. Anna's tasting that right now. Oh, we didn't taste the peach.
That one I think we've all had.
Yeah. I like the Purple Rain. You can really taste the cherry juice.
Yeah, and it has a nice, it's so refreshing, like, you're almost tempted to take a big drink of it because it's really good, and you catch yourself like, hey, isn't that good?
Really good.
Yeah, and I just happened to have, I actually made pies. I made a cherry pie and a peach pie, and I saved the juice, and I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I had put it into a carafe, so then I happened to have some vodka laying around the house.
Toss some vodka in it.
So, and we have this really nice vodka that we've been getting. It's Russian vodka, and it is called something that starts with a U. USTIAROCHKA. No, that's an R.
Yeah, that's not it.
So I can't pronounce that, but it's really neat.
Give it a go.
Can I try?
Give it
Can
a
I
go.
try?
Okay, you give it a try, Anna.
Ustiaraka.
Ooh, I like Ustiaraka.
Yeah, you have to say it more. Ka-ka-ka-ka.
It's not caca, though. It's quite good.
Boom, chicka, bow, bow. That's the name of the vodka.
That's our signature vodka. Bow, chicka, wow.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow. So that's the vodka. It's really good vodka. So anyway, we have that drink. Our next drink is one that we got off of a bottle of Razzmatazz, which is a type of a schnapps.
It's a raspberry liqueur.
Yeah, it's a
thing.
It's a raspberry liqueur. We use it in a type of brownie, which we'll probably do on one of our shows. And so it had a recipe on it for this raspberry lemonade, and we tried it, and we really liked it. We kind of gave it our own little twist also. So you make lemonade with lemon juice, and you put in a shot of vodka and a shot of Razzmatazz into your glass with ice, and then top it off with lemonade. And it's very good also.
It's also very purple.
It's good. I mean, it tastes like Kool-Aid to me. It's very good. Don't let your kids have it, for real.
You're literally
But we
letting
thought-
your kids drink this drink.
Isn't that good?
And you're,
Oh, I really like that.
That's good. I just think it's
That
really
would be
good.
nice. At like
it
a
looks like
picnic.
Kool-Aid
Yeah.
and it tastes
I think
like
it would
Kool-Aid.
make a nice. I honestly think it would make a nice punch that you could do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's very good.
Now this other one that we have, it's called a martini. I don't think of it as a martini, but it's what it is. It's you take vodka, put it in a carafe or a pitcher, and if you're going to make a full pitcher of it, you would put like a 4th cup of vodka in it, or you could put in 1 shot for each person that's going to be drinking it, and you drop some fresh raspberries into that vodka and let that sit for a minute. Then you put in about a cup of cranberry juice, and then when you're ready to serve it, you pour in champagne on top of that. You can either keep the juice mixture as the juice mixture with the vodka and put that in each of your glasses and then top it off with champagne, or you can top the champagne into a pitcher. But it is really, it's really good, especially in the summertime on a hot evening. I mean, it's just a very refreshing.
Is
It's
this a reddish one?
Yeah, and it's a beautiful ruby red color. It's good. But you get that little fizz from the champagne, and the cranberry juice is a little bit tart, and the raspberries give the vodka a little bit of a flavor. And I prefer not to use flavored vodka because it has a lot of sugar in it.
I
So-
still like Purple Rain best so far.
Purple Rain best so far.
That might be my favorite.
Okay,
now.
and this one we
This
really
one
don't
here,
have a
lemonade
name for
one.
it. We just kind of call it raspberry vodka champagne martini. So we don't have a good name for that one yet, but it's pretty good. Then we have this little gem. This is frozen Irish coffee. And what we did, we made iced coffee, and then we
cold brew coffee.
Cold brew coffee.
So it's about twice as concentrated as regularly brewed coffee, and also it is a lot smoother and less acidic. So it's a lot nicer in frozen drinks.
yeah, and we put that in a blender with some ice cubes and a little bit of heavy cream and some Demerara sugar.
Yeah, about probably a tablespoon and a half of Demerara sugar, just because it was a little strong.
Yeah, and we whipped that up.
With a shot of whiskey.
With a shot of Wiggle whiskey, and we whipped that baby up. And then we
what
put.
kind of whiskey did you use?
Rye.
When did we use? We
Well,
used
I know we have 2 kinds of rye whiskey, but there's like a maple and a hickory. Or
I think we
something.
used the hickory. We used the hickory rye.
Yeah.
And we used dry whiskey because it's what we had, and because like Wiggle whiskey's really good whiskey, but the wheat whiskey only comes in like a gallon jug, so we didn't feel like
If
carrying
you
that
want
around.
a really good Irish whiskey, 2 Gingers is
Gingers?
what I've been drinking recently.
Oh.
It's very
Oh,
nice.
you have.
We'll have to try that.
Yeah. Only in,
So anyway, this is our
restaurants and
delicious Irish coffee, and
socialized.
it's topped with whipped cream.
And it looks just like a latte. It has that
I
nice
like the whipped cream
separation.
separated a whole lot more.
That is
now.
really good.
It has.
That is really, really good. It's like just the right amount of coffee and everything.
Yeah. And it does taste like Irish coffee. It
Yeah.
has the really strong coffee taste and the really strong whiskey taste coming through.
Yeah.
But because there's ice, it feels a lot more drinkable almost.
Yeah, and it has a very, very nice, it has a very nice taste to that. I like that a lot. That's really good. Now our final drink is a drink from my friend Kathleen, and I call it that punch Kathleen makes. So
It's a good name.
Kathleen calls it 2242 punch, or if you're cutting the recipe in half, you can call it 1121 punch.
Oh my god.
So what it is you make a frozen this you make in a bucket, and if you buy ice cream in a gallon bucket, if you have an event and you need that gallon bucket, so you buy ice cream, let people eat the ice cream, and then you got the gallon bucket for later. If you have another gallon bucket around, just use that. But what you do is you get 2 cans of that limeade frozen concentrate, and then you dump that in. You dump that into your bucket, and then you take those 2 cans and fill them both with tequila of your choice. Pour them into the bucket. Then you add 4 cans of water, and then 2 cans, 12 ounces of beer of your choice. You stir that up really well.
Does it have to be like a lager or a light
It can be
beer?
whatever
or-
beer you want.
I
I
wouldn't
feel like
use an IPA.
Corona would be good in there.
It might,
Oh,
yes.
and it fits thematically.
Yes, it would be sharp.
It's true.
And you mix that up really well. Put it in your freezer. I made it last night, So it's probably had a good 24 hours in the freezer. And it was very, very frozen. You get an ice cream scoop and scoop it into your glass. And I would say, I have a 12-ounce glass here, and I'd probably put about 8 ounces of the mix in, and then I topped it off with ginger ale. Oh, that is good. That is really good. It's very limey.
I feel like that'd be a fun, like,
It's a
party
good margarita
drink.
slushy.
Because it's something that you mix. It's like an activity.
Right, and it tastes like, it does taste like a margarita mix. The great thing about it that I like is, you obviously have the limeade mix, so you have the sugar in there, but you don't have like a ton. The thing that bothers me with margarita mixes is they're really high in sodium.
Yeah.
And also sugar. And I realize, we're using limeade with sugar in it, but I don't know why, but whenever I have a drink mix like that, I feel like my hands swell up and stuff, and I don't care for that. So these are our fabulous, refreshing, cool, refreshing drinks that we made up. So what do you guys like the best? What do you think is your favorite?
I would say it's a tie between the Razzmatazz Lemonade and Purple Rain.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the one with the fresh raspberries and champagne in it because it just feels kind of fancy. But whiskey's always good. I like whiskey, so I'm a fan of the Irish coffee. Plus, that's the one I made.
Which
so.
one did you like?
Oh, this
Purple
is
Rain?
the Razzmatazz. No, that's Purple Rain
This
over
is
there.
Purple Rain?
Yes.
This is the Razzmatazz Lemonade.
Yes.
I like this the best, but the Purple Rain is very good too.
The Pittsburgh Bellini, I can see myself drinking more because it's so easy.
See,
You
I
just
like
need
it
to have the peaches ready.
only
Yeah.
after the peaches have started to thaw. Because before they
Yeah.
start thawing, you're just drinking white wine.
I'm a fan of white wine.
After they start thawing, it tastes like peaches.
I feel like if I made a Pittsburgh Bellini at like a wine and board game night, all of my friends would think I was the fanciest
They would
person in
think you're
town.
so classy.
They would be blown away by me putting any frozen fruit into my white wine. And I want that for myself. I'll have to do it before the podcast comes
The
out.
slushy was good too, but I
Yes.
don't like the beer taste in it. I got a little aftertaste. Did you use Molson in there?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I could taste that a little bit too much, and like my brain was in margarita mode since it's a slushy, and then the taste wasn't completely margarita.
Margarita.
Yeah,
so it just
it's
threw
a
me off.
Canadian margarita.
Yeah.
Canadian A.
See, I feel like that if you put like
Take
Corona
off.
Is it a margarine?
or Dos Equis
Canadian
in,
margarita.
like people would already be associating it with like Mexican drinks, so I think it would really pop.
Yeah, but I like the idea of the Canadian margarita or the
You
Canadian
would.
Marjorie
It's just a
I think that's a
margarine
good name.
or
It's
a
a margarine.
Canadian margarita.
or Canadian
gosh.
margarita. I like that. I think, this is cracking me up because if we call this the Pittsburgh Bellini, the beautiful thing is here is the peaches are just gold in there.
Oh my gosh.
If we had like a black straw or a something to
That's-
offset
Oh,
it,
yeah.
That'd be
Like a
good.
little
Like a-
umbrella.
That would,
like a black and gold cocktail.
That's
That'd be like
beautiful.
perfect for tailgating for any Pittsburgh event.
For
If you
a
got
class-
those little
if you're
cocktail
tailgating
umbrellas,
at the opera,
if they had like Steelers
drink a
theme,
Pittsburgh Bellini.
oh my god, get them in those sippy cups.
Tailgating at the opera. That could be a totally Pittsburgh thing. I could see that happening. I think we should mention that idea to like I could see, this is what I'm envisioning. The little parking lot across the street from the Benedum Center? Tailgating in that parking lot before an opera.
gosh.
That would be
That little
awesome.
park in the cultural
Everyone in, like,
district would be perfect for
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Dress
with the
clothes.
eyeballs.
The eyeball
Eyeball
park.
park, yeah.
I also call it the jazz park because I always see jazz in there.
I
and
call
it's
it
just
eyeball
wonderful.
park
I call
because
it
I
eyeball
can't
park,
get
too.
over the eyes.
Okay.
The eyes follow you.
They are stone benches that are bolted to the ground, incapable of
If you
falling.
haven't been to Pittsburgh, it's very popular right now. You should go there, but none of these drinks will be available unless you come to my house. But if you are coming to my house when you're visiting Pittsburgh, you should let me know in advance so that I can stock up.
If you are going to Pittsburgh, go to the south side and go to Acacia because they have like 5,000 kinds of whiskey and bourbon. It's incredible.
That seems excessive.
It's like a prohibition, like era style bar, speakeasy.
Oh,
and
so
it
Do they have a
has
little
such-
slidey thing in the door you got to knock
No,
3
but
times?
it's impossible to find because
Oh.
there's nothing that like signals except for I think they have like their logo on their little wooden door that doesn't stand out.
It is a speakeasy.
It's hidden. It's hidden.
It's a
amongst
really
the
cool place.
relics.
I think on a hot day, these two fruity ones there, this Purple
Yeah.
Rain and
I-
especially the lemonade,
Oh, especially the
they
lemonade.
could be dangerous.
That lemonade one at like a picnic, I can see that going fast.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both
This is
very,
actually
very good. Too.
The 2242 is really good. You know,
Yeah.
out because of course you have to keep it frozen. You have to be able to keep it frozen. But we've enjoyed that quite a lot on the porch. So yeah.
Yeah, that is very good too.
I like all of them actually,
Yeah.
and I'm not a frozen coffee person. I don't like cold coffee or frozen coffee, but I really like the frozen Irish coffee. I think it has it's really good. It has a very good flavor to it. I think that whipping cream really made it. And you can see it's like it has like a solidity to the drink almost, but it's not like a milkshake.
Yeah, I
and
think-
you don't get those little bits of ice in it either.
Yes, I think definitely using the whipping cream instead of milk really made the drink, because we
Right.
did put sugar in it, but it just needed something else to give it more of the balanced coffee frap flavor.
And
Right,
see,
and the raw sugar, it's nice to use raw sugar in drinks like this because raw sugar has a little, very, very slight smoky and a rich flavor to it. And it's so much, white sugar is just sweet. But the Demerara sugar is just, it has so many different flavors going on. It really adds to the flavor of the coffee.
and I do not like coffee at all. I am a tea person. I tried it. It's a good drink. Like, it's smooth. You don't gotta, like, rye
Yeah.
whiskey is a really strong flavor, and I couldn't taste any whiskey. So
I
all
can-
I could taste was the coffee, and it tasted like all of the awesome frappuccinos and lattes that my friends get. They're like, you should taste this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't like coffee.
See, I'm a black coffee guy, so putting cream and sugar in coffee, you just ruined it right off the bat.
Yeah.
So
All
if you
right.
just skip that and
The
put a shot of whiskey in a
the
black
Mac
coffee, I would probably
Irish
like it better.
whiskey
Yeah.
is just whiskey and coffee.
1 part whiskey, 1 part coffee,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
So we'll have these recipes on our Facebook page, and so you can see those. And then we used, in addition to the Wiggle Whiskey, Hickory Rye Whiskey that we used, we also used Barefoot Champagne. It's called Barefoot Bubbly. I love it, and it's actually not bad. I mean, it wasn't the
Yeah.
cheapest champagne, but it
It's
was
not
like
expensive.
No,
the
no.
barefoot stuff isn't expensive.
No, but it's a very nice quality, and we also have the Barefoot
It's
Pinot Grigio, and
Yeah.
it's very nice,
And that was $7.
right? And it's a very nice white wine. And then we used
The unpronounceable
And the-
Russian vodka with a cool lid.
Yeah, the vodka that we can't pronounce the name of, that's a really cool pour-through lid.
Yeah, you just twist it up and it comes out. It's very nice.
Oh.
and
Very
then
cool.
the rum we used for our
It's tequila.
I'm
Tequila.
sorry, the tequila that we used for our 2242 punch was Jose Cuervo Silver. And that had a really nice, that worked really well. The other, we had Captain Morgan spiced rum. I thought in a pinch, if we forgot to get the tequila, we could substitute it. But I just don't think it would be.
It wouldn't be
No.
good.
It would have been weird.
Yeah,
So, but
Maybe if it was I can't talk, white rum, it might have worked.
Yeah,
Spiced
maybe.
rum.
Yeah, so those are our drinks for today. This is our podcast, and hope you get a chance to relax on your porch and enjoy a nice cold frozen drink this summer.
cool,
when
refreshing
it's
drink.
A cool, refreshing drink. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. So we hope you get to enjoy that, and thank you for listening very much if you did, and if you didn't, too bad for you.